Alright guys, welcome back to ImWateringPSUs. So today we are building a PC to flip it for a bit of a profit, because it's basically a build on commission. A guy contacted me when I was selling one of my previous PCs, and he said he wanted an i9 build with a 3070 for cheap. So today we are gonna do that, and the build is gonna come in at right over the 1000 euros price point, and we're gonna use basically all new components. Well, the GPU was actually used, but all the rest was never used, so it's gonna be pretty good, I think. Today's video sponsor is Whokeys, where you can buy Windows 10 and 11 Pro keys for just $15 with discount code WP25. With the same discount code, you can also buy Microsoft Office for just $50. Legit keys. Now, especially if you're selling PCs, you surely cannot go around with that Activate Your Windows logo there. So you can just go on the website, input their discount code, and then get the key, go into Windows, and activate it properly to have it working. Thank you for your time. And here is the list of the specs. We got an i9 11900F, and we got it straight off Amazon for around 300 bucks. Not the best deal, but he wanted an i9. Then we've got a Z590 ASRock PG Velocita. It's like the best board on this socket, one of the best. Well, there are those ROG boards which are better. Okay, don't kill me in the comments. It's a very good board, and we managed to get it brand new for 100 bucks. Because I bought some other hardware from a guy. Then we're going with 16 gigs of white RGB 3600 MHz RAM, okay, and then we got that for 50 bucks. Then we're going with a 1 TB PCI Express 4.0 drive, got that for around 80 bucks. Then a power supply, white from Cooler Master, and we got that one for around 80 bucks as well. Then we got a Noua Case. I love Noua Cases, they are very budget friendly. They're not the best in terms of airflow, but they look good. So we got that brand new off Amazon for 60 bucks. And then we got this Arctic Liquid Freezer 2 cooler, got it from MSRP, but this time Arctic sent it to us. So again, we will count it in the price point though. So then we bought, okay, unused RTX 3070 for 380 bucks. I know you guys are getting them for like 320, 350. I couldn't get one for that cheap. Plus I wanted a white card, so it was a bit difficult to find one. So we went with the $380, well, euros price point. So let's get building. Alright guys, so we were here and we were gonna mount this only one cooler on top, as the specification said it would fit, right? But if we go and actually try to test fit it, it quite simply doesn't fit. Even though it's by a little margin, it doesn't fit at all. So what we're gonna do is do what's called an inverse airflow build, and we're gonna basically mount him at the front, right here, and he pushes the air out. And then we're gonna have to mount the fans on top as intake. That is not ideal because air tends to go on top if it's hot, but it's gonna be the only way. Okay, so with the PC fully built, let's go over the results. So we did do a couple of synthetic benchmarks. So I did CPU-Z, and as you can see, this 11900F is still very good, especially if you're looking at a strictly gaming CPU. The single thread performance is really good, and the multi as well. On 12th and 13th gen, we're getting much more cores thanks to the P cores and the E cores, but the truth is that for gaming they're not really needed. So I think used i9 like this one is an especially good choice. especially seeing that it's relatively easy to cool, especially this F variant, the 11900F. With this true 40mm all-in-one cooler, the Arctic Liquid Freezer 2, it stays under 80 degrees, even under Prime 95 small FFT at 100% load, so that's really nice. Then of course the PG Velocita, the ASRock Z590 motherboard. The VRMs are really good, so that doesn't get stressed out at all. This motherboard would actually be suited for very high overclocks, so that was easy as well. I didn't really go over the VRM temps because they were really nice. Then we tested out the SSD, the Samsung 980 Pro, and that one gave us a result of close to 7K in sequential read speeds, which is really impressive. Again, PCI Express 4.0 drive, so that's really good. Honestly, I think in today's market, the PCI Express 5.0 drives are a waste of money, personal opinion. Then again, we have the RAM, 3600 MHz RAM. The XMP was enabled without any kind of issues. And then let's get to the GPU, the Zotac RTX 4070 White. That one topped out at around 70 degrees under heaven benchmark, but we also ran a Firestrike to have a combined results, and I will put results on the screen as I'm talking. And again, really nice, pretty much in line. This definitely beats like a Ryzen 5 for 5600X, an RTX 3070 match. So I think if you go used and you get like the 11th gen stuff, which is extremely cheap right now, you're gonna make a great deal. But then let's get into the gaming tests. So we tested pretty much 3 popular games. We tested Apex Legends. Now with the competitive settings, it was averaging out around 280 average FPS. So to max out a 240 Hz monitor is perfect. Then the Apex Legends engine itself tops out at 300. So again, it's pretty much there, cracking the limit. If you want to absolutely max out at 300, I actually have another build I made, it's on the channel, but that one has an i7 of 12th gen and a 1600 XT. The overall budget is pretty close to this one because again, for this one we actually paid just a little bit over $1,000, around 1100 bucks, so it's really good. But then we tested out Fortnite, and again, Fortnite is really easy to play with a 3070 at 1080p. If you're playing professionally or competitively, this kind of combo is perfect. Again, in performance mode, I saw the FPS go as high as 600. I was really impressed with it. And then we also tested Genshin Impact, since it's really popular. And that one, even in 4K, with max settings, we were able to hold the 60 FPS stable. It was a very smooth experience. So I'm very happy with how it came out. Plus, having such a high-end motherboard allows us to have Wi-Fi 6, the USB-C on board, and a couple of features that are really helpful, in my opinion. But do let me know what you think about it. Would you have done anything different? What do you think about the performance? And if you want to see how to get a bit extra performance, I actually have a tutorial on how to undervolt the CPU and undervolt the GPU from this PC on the channel, in case you want to check it out. I also have others for other CPUs and GPUs models. But anyways, if you've seen this far, maybe drop a like and a sub, and see you in the next one, guys. Bye.